Welcome back to another video. Today we are upgrading another mount to the Eternal level, so we're going to get that almost 500 crit damage. And so we'll do that in a second. We're going to do a little damage test. I know people are kind of curious on how things go with, when you're leveling up, how much damage increase we should expect. We got some new things going on, and I'm going to try to make this video a little bit quicker, but we have orbs in the Echo Vault. That's probably not going to do anything significant. We did get prestige, so on this one, we were waiting on the building to get up. You get overkill and Slayer, that's significant. The only thing holding this back is we need to get more hero power, so that will come with time. What else? Probably it. Everything else is kind of slowly increasing over time. And then we're wearing Heartroot over here. I'm not trying to do a full damage test. We have a damage mount skill on, and then we've got the Rage Core. I've also been leveling this on the side. Dust is fairly plentiful, so I'm just going to get some XP getting this thing up to level 6. Not that I'm going to be able to put that in the Echo Forge anytime soon, but that's what I've been working on. So we're going to run this twice, and then I'll go do a damage test, and then we'll upgrade the mount, and I'll repeat all of that. If you're paying attention, you can kind of look at the numbers. I'm not going to run around and get the Agile Winds. This is the Apex Key Fragment Altar. I'm just going to stay stationary and chill, because that's usually what I do. The Beast Soul Mount currency altar was able to give me just a couple more of the Beast Souls, and we did that. I don't know if I put it in a video. I probably did, where I finished fishing. I got fishing leveled all the way up. That's how I got that prestige going. So we're doing things. Let me turn the fan down so it's not so loud. Hopefully that's not in the video. So anywho, I don't know. Let's see how long this takes. Kind of want to keep it to like a 5-minute video. Sneak out at lunch, do my thing, but sample size would be better if I did more. But you can see we did 342 kills up there. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do 2 runs, and then I'll have to mosey on back, going to work. So we're gonna run again. We'll be stationary again. I've tried running in circles, running around, versus standing still. I think I'm getting about the same amount of kills per altar. Kind of seems to be right around that 350, 360 mark. So if you want to put more effort and run around, be my guest. But we're doing our thing. We still haven't forged the Rudolph belt. That's probably going to come. I need to level up Slayer necklace and Slayer belt, but I actually might just use a transfuse on those, because I think I'm going to try to kill the prisoner after. Well, it's not so much that I'm waiting on an item upgrade. I think I got the upgrades I want. I got the prestige. I've got the mount done. I did something else I can't remember. It really comes down to being busy. I got to do a little traveling this weekend, so I might have more time, might have less. This is wrapping up. So we're also 344, 342. Pretty consistent on that. Let's go do a damage test. So instead of pausing the video like a good gentleman, you're gonna have to watch me teleport and run on over. They did a little hide and seek event at the last daily reset. That was cool. Some people won some Pengu pets or some hero pass type stuff. All right, we're gonna run over here. Now we're gonna do this for 60 seconds. Again, I'm not gonna run around and pick stuff up. I'm aware that RNG is gonna be a factor. Whatever. If I really wanted to, I could turn off Agile Winds and the talents, but I'm just going to let it roll, let it ride. But we'll run this for 60 seconds. 60 seconds doesn't seem to be my peak TPS. I think it keeps going, but I don't really want to do a 2-minute run through. But yeah, pretty soon, maybe this weekend, depending on how much time I get. Do I have more free time or less free time on the travel? I'm going to try Prisoner again. I'm told that you need 600 T DPS to be able to get him. Other sources have said 800. If that's the case, we're definitely not there. Last time I did a test, it was 520. But keep in mind, that's my full damage set. I'm wearing Heartroot here. And we're actually up to 567. And I guess that came from getting the Prestige, the 5 Overkill, and the 5 Slayer. So, alright, 577, close enough. I could have kept going, but you get the idea. I'm trying to make a quicker video. I'm pretty good at rambling. So here we go. Why are we doing him? Because crit damage. The armor was kind of cool. I don't mind having that. We are a bit squishy when we're doing Apex runs, and I'll do videos about Apex. But there you go. Look at that. We got that up. I need 15,000 more prestige to get the next, or no, hero power to get the next prestige. And then, unless I get another mount coming out of nowhere, I guess we got to choose. Do we want white main? Regen is all right. All damage is all right. Luck. If we ever get the Clover leveled up, and this is not going to happen anytime soon, then our luck will be capped when we're in the luck suit. A little bit of luck here would be okay if I'm not wearing Clover. I guess that'll be somewhat beneficial in some way, but again, all damage, so he's lower on the list. And then over here, gold drop. I know gold is a limiting factor at the very, very end game now. We need gold again, but I'm definitely not there. And resilience, nice to have. I think I'm pretty close to cap right now, but I wouldn't mind having it. So I'm hoping that the events come in and I can get a red crab. As far as the petrified stone guard, no, not him, King of the Jungle. I think I need 75,000 currency for him. I think I'm around like 12,000. So it'll be a couple months to get this thing, probably, unless something changes, and I don't think it will. So I don't expect any mounts coming soon. Who knows? There might be another event after this Easter one that didn't have one. But all right, so we're wearing the same stuff. Let's get in here. Some of that me rambling was trying to make sure that all of the damage debuffs and modifiers and all that have timed out so that I get a good DPS. Because just because your DPS goes to 0 and the meter in the top left corner goes away, I found that if you test, let it reset, and you test and let it reset, you'll get a higher score each time. Because I think there's still some sort of like ticking damage that's not shown, or some sort of debuff kind of thing. I don't have Teddy or Snack, but something. Because it's making my test weird. I'd test and then give me something different, and I'd test and give me something different. So look at that. So we finally broke 600T DPS. It shows you how big getting one of those mounts up can be. And then again, I'm wearing the Heart Root, so I'm not wearing full damage stuff. I'm also not wearing Slayer. I don't have Slayer necklace, Slayer belt. And so probably my next video, I'll do those things. I might use a little swap transfuge item so I can do it. But we went from, what was it, 577 to 612, 615-ish. Pretty significant. We're definitely in. We need to go test prisoner range, but again, I need the Slayer necklace and belt. So this guy, I'll probably just swap stuff over, use that, make it work. And then on the belt, I'm finally to the point where I probably should put this guy on. Nope, wrong one. That's Executioner. Level this thing up, put this guy on, get all that Slayer in there. I'm very low in Slayer on my stats, which means that I'm going to get a bunch of benefit from it. My overkill, I'm almost at 120. My Slayer is all down here at 70. So, you know, that's going to happen. But let's go back and do... I appreciate you guys for sticking around this long. We're going to go over to that altar, do 2 runs, wrap it up. 5-minute video turns into a 10-minute video, but you've been watching me for a while. You know what's going on. That's how it is. I'll have you know that I held off on upgrading that mount so you guys could see. So you're welcome. You're welcome. We're also, every time you switch mounts in the viewer, let me get over here just to be saying, it takes off your, I had mount hidden, and now it's back. But it's all good. We'll ride the goat for a while. But we're going to do this. We'll do 2 runs on the altar with this, and then we'll wrap it that way. So you get a nice juicy video out of it today. But let's see what else is going on. They sent out a nice mail that had 70 pulls on the Easter event. So that helped. I might actually get a freebie item this event. I know that I should get the back piece that allows you to wear 1 more Perfect Jewel, which would be 3 Perfect Jewels, which is a big deal. That way you can have your Spiniel, which stuns the boss. You can have your the Hydra, If you use burn, Hydra's really good. Plus having some Hydras pop up, Diablo 3 style is pretty cool, Diablo 2 style. But burn damage is good, Hydra's popping up are cool. And then I can have a third gem where I can use like the black hole thing or something else. I don't know. That just seems real cool. That's good on all weapons. I might not be on two-hand forever. We did 370 on our kills there. Before it was 342, 344. We did 370 there. And then what else? Yeah, we're doing all the things, man. We're doing all the things. But if I have time tonight, which I should be packing, I procrastinated this entire trip. I'm not really going anywhere exciting. But I'll probably have to pack tonight. But who knows, maybe if I get stuck at a hotel or something like that, I'll have the time to try to sit down and grind out the prisoner. I had the mechanics down, I just wasn't doing any damage. So like you fight him for 6 minutes and you look and you're only done like 5% damage. You're like, all right, let's just chill out. I know that Agile wins and the Defiler could mess up these damage tests. I don't care. Otherwise, I would have taken them off. But it is what it is. Agile wins is super fun. I wish Bo had Agile wins. If Bo did 70% of the damage that two-hand does, I'd be back on Bo. I miss my dogs. It was fun. I don't know why it has a werewolf pet. I wish they would change that to like a bigger dog. Just make it the icon for the alpha pet is a wolf's head. Why is the alpha pet, not just a bigger wolf, like an alpha wolf of the pack? Why is it a werewolf? I know that you're just reusing a model. I get that, but come on now, give me my wolf. Anyways, all right. So I missed what the last one was because I was yapping, but you get the idea. We're now riding a goat. As always, I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Much more to come. Thank you.